Hi, I'm Michael. I'm an Associate Professor at the Faculty of Laws here at UCL, and I work on a range of areas around digital rights and regulation, so data protection, artificial intelligence, and the regulation of online platforms. So there's a huge number of regulatory initiatives in the European Union around digital technologies right now, and I've been engaging with them in a variety of ways. We've worked with Parliament to draft resolutions and amendments, to have our scientific influence on party political negotiations that are going on around the Artificial Intelligence Act, around data protection guidance, around adequacy assessments of the UK and other countries. We've also worked around COVID technologies, so the Bluetooth contact tracing applications that many people are familiar with. We've been working with different regulators and parliamentarians in the EU to have guidance and interoperability standards drafted on those for quite a long time now. It's really difficult to know when to intervene in the European Union policy-making process. So it's quite hidden. Some of it, that's the bits that are quite public, so the timelines where legislation is debated and so on, that often comes too late. To really have an influence in areas that are evolving very quickly, you've got to know when to get involved, and that's sometimes more difficult to do than it sounds. Similarly, it's really hard to get involved in areas which just have so much money and influence. So there's a huge amount of industry funding going in to areas of digital policy and regulation by big technology companies and similar. These also fund academics, and it can make it quite a treacherous area to work in. So in this way, we've got to balance and be as powerful and poignant as an organization that maybe has 50 or 100 policy officers working different national and international governments. And there's a bit of a David and Goliath problem there, but with the right expertise, you often can get through. In my area of digital technologies and policy, it's really important to, surprisingly, be online. What you have to do is find the influential people, processes, and groups in these emerging fast spaces, and build trusted relationships with them. That includes journalists, includes MEPs and their assistants, includes people who are inside the European Commission, working heads of unit, deputy heads of unit. Can include member states' governments as well, or regulators, and people who work as advisors or researchers inside those places. Building those relationships can really help research in a two-way process. Not only can you pass your research and flag others' research onto them to increase the rigor of policy making, but you get really exciting and interesting and cutting-edge research questions. Talking to regulators, you realize on-the-ground challenges and quandaries they're facing. These might have social, technical, legal dimensions that you haven't quite explored in your research. So you can build those symbiotic relationships and really make these partners and co-investigators in research that you do to make policy and regulation for the better.